Hi everybody, my name is eStreamout and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you the patch notes of patch 2.4a. Let's just dive into it. So, Action is actually getting a base stats buff. His attack growth, base mana, and base mana regeneration are going to be buffed, as well as his starting bonus attack speed. His passive movement speed is going to be increased on max level from 80 to 120. They don't show the levels in between, but yeah, we can guess it's going to be increasing in a steady pace. His first ability is gonna get a mana cost nerf on the area and a buff on the late game, and his ult is actually gonna get a cooldown reduction nerf. I think that's a kind of deserved buff, even though people just don't know how to play Action because he's more complicated than people think he is. But we will see in game how it is. I hope they just don't. That's not an over buff, anyways. But if the day comes where they over buff Action, he's gonna be destroying completely because his passive with reviving allies is actually broken. The next champion is Annie. They actually nerf Annie. They nerf her base stats. The base health from 570 to 530. They also increase the mana cost of her second ability. I mean, I didn't thought Annie's gonna be buffed, but yeah, there we go. That's not a big buff, so let's just see how it is in game. The next champ is Blitzcrank. That's actually totally deserved. They buff his grab, and they say people, if they get grabbed, they survive too easily. And I think that's a good reason to buff Blitzcrank. Because if someone actually does make the mistake and gets grabbed from Blitzcrank, he should die. He deserves to be dying if he doesn't have a flash or anything up. So yeah, they buff the base damage, and I think that's kind of okay. The next damage is the next damage is actually Camille. Camille is getting a nerf, and I was actually really waiting on this one. The stun duration is gonna be nerfed from 1 second to 0.75, and the ultimate cooldown is nerfed. I think that's a small nerf. Camille is still gonna be extremely strong, so I don't think anyone is gonna be complaining. But yeah, in my opinion, this is a well-deserved buff. Corki is getting a. Let me 1 second say. Corki, Lucian, Graves, Reng, these kind of champs. These champs, when I say these kind of champs, I mean champs that actually really benefit from the new items. I don't see why they aim for the champions and not for the items. That's kind of weird, to be honest, but yeah, let's just get into it. He's getting an armor per level nerf, which is not even big, and a cooldown reduction nerf on his second ability. That's a small nerf, not a big one for sure. Mundo is getting, they actually want Mundo to be more viable on the Baron lane, and they actually buff his base stats. He gets more base health and base health regeneration. Also, he gets decreased health cost on his first ability and a increased healing on his ultimate. I think that's okay. This really might make Mundo stronger in game. Let's see how much stronger it does actually make him, but it looks strong, to be honest. It really looks strong, especially the ultimate HP regeneration increase is kind of deserved because everyone is actually building grievous wounds these days, so healing is actually shit. Fizz is getting a nerf on his passive against monsters, which is totally fine because he had a way too fast jungle clear, and I totally feel it. I mean, Fizz is getting like buffed, nerfed every single week. Like 1 week it's a buff, the next week it's a nerf. So his cooldown on his third ability is getting nerfed a bit. I don't really know why they nerf it for 0.5 seconds. I don't understand this one, but yeah, his cooldown on his ultimate is also getting a nerf, which is actually really deserved. Yeah, I really think Fizz was too strong, and he's still extremely strong. I mean, I play myself, so I'm not anyone saying, yeah, nerf him because I don't play. Graves is getting a base attack damage nerf. This one is actually, I don't know. It's my opinion. Again, I don't know why they touch Graves. They should be touching the items. They touch Graves, and if you see what they do on the items, when I saw it, I was shocked. I swear to God. Let's just continue. I'm gonna show you soon. Jax is getting a buff, and that's actually a good buff, to be honest. He's getting a, first of all, nerf on his base stats. Attack speed is gonna be nerfed from 20 to 10%, but his passive is gonna be buffed. If he's attacking, first of all, he doesn't have 8 stacks anymore, he does have 10. And if he's attacking champion or minions, he gains 2 stacks. To be honest, I don't really know why he's... probably because of turrets, but I don't know why... We can actually think of this buff as if they have decreases stacks from 8 to 5. So you stack it so much faster, actually. I think that's a good buff. They also buff his third ability. He takes 25% reduced damage when he's using it, which is actually really gonna make Jack stronger. I'm excited to see the games next week, and yeah, Jack's mates are gonna be happy, I guess. Lucian is getting a base attack damage buff, but a base attack damage per level nerf, which is gonna be a buff on the early and a nerf on the late game, and as well as to me it's the same as for Graves and Corki. I don't know why you aim for Lucian. The new items are actually the problem. His third ability is also get a cooldown reduction nerf, which is kind of deserved. Yeah. Master Yi is getting a complete buff. He's getting a buff on his base stats, on his first ability, on his third ability, and his cooldown. And I think this champion is gonna be stomping low elo. He's gonna be even stronger in higher elo. The question is, what's higher elo for you? I think on really high elo, CC is gonna still stop him. But this is actually really strong, especially if he's played as a split pusher as well. But yeah, let's just get into it. So his armor is getting buffed from 3.5 to 3.9 per level. His first ability gets a damage buff to monsters, so his jungle clear speed is faster. And the third ability does get a bonus true damage buff. His ultimate does get a decreased cooldown reduction buff, a decreased cooldown buff, which is insane actually. On the third ability, on this max grade, on this third grade, it's 20 seconds less, which is insane. That means if you have like some cooldown reduction as well, you can like spam your ult, because yeah, you use it, and I don't know how many seconds does Master Yi have his ult, like 10 seconds, and then if it's over, like you have your ultimate almost again. Also, his movement speed is getting a buff, and I say like Master Yi is gonna be stomping low elo. If people are good on this champion low elo, they would smurf on low elo. Ramos does get a buff on his jungle clear, which is kind of deserved. His damage to monsters is gonna be increasing on his second ability from 100 to 150%. But if they buff his damage to monsters, they have actually to nerf him somewhere else. And they decided to nerf him on his ult, which is, I think, kind of fine. Renga is getting a nerf. And my opinion, I told you, it's same as Graves, Corki, Lucian. They aiming at the wrong position. He's getting a small nerf. That's not even a big nerf. He's getting a nerf on his second ability and damage, and on his third ability and slow value. As I said, it's just a nerf for the early game as well. On the late game, it's the same. And also his cooldown on his ultimate is gonna increase a little. Also on the early game and not on the late. Seraph does get a... That's not a... It's a buff, but it's a bug fix, actually. Yeah. The beat drop now correctly applies its damage before checking if the target is slowed. This means that Riley's Crystal Scepter now works with beat drop, the third ability, and it will transform the slow into a root. Which sounds really strong. I've never really played Seraphim, but I'm kind of interested to see what's like if people will really build Riley's Crystal Scepter. Soraka does get a nerf on his second ability. It's a healing, and at this moment, I don't know about Soraka. Do people max the healing first? If they max the healing nerf first, that's not a big buff. But if they don't, that's actually a really good buff. Yeah, also if casted while rejuvenated, the health cost will be reduced by 70, 80, 90, 100 depending on the grade. I don't know, that's a small nerf. It's okay. I can't say a lot about it because I'm not playing supporters too much. Not at all. Like what? I say not too much. I don't play them. Item changes, and that's the real interesting part. I'm telling you. Hey, I don't know. I was shocked when I saw the first one. Bloodthirster. First I saw, okay, total cost is gonna be increased from 3,200 to 3,300, and I said, okay, that's fine, that's a good one. But then I saw they increase the attack damage, and I was like, are you serious? Because this one is way too strong. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, we will see in game. Everyone is gonna be building this item if they benefit from it. If I play Graves, for example, that's gonna be my first item, definitely. And you see, like, this attack damage you get from here is actually balancing out the nerf on Graves' passive. Yeah, let's continue. Essence Reaver gets a nerf. This one is totally fine. They decrease it and they even say Essence Reaver is offering too much for too cheap of a price. So we are carving it down to keep it in line. And that's exactly the point. And that's the same with Bloodthirster. Look, let me tell you, I have a table myself. If you guys want to see the exact table, I have most items on it, most attack items. I wanted to extend it more, but I didn't have time to. But I have valued items by how much they value for real. I mean, you have, once you have, as I say, like, it's offering too much for too cheap. You have the item cost and you have the item value. And Essence Reaver was like plus 400 on item value compared to the cost. So they decreased the ability haste and they increased the total cost, which is gonna balance it out to like 250. Yeah, for Bloodthirster, when I changed it in my table, changed the item stats and everything, it has an item value of 790, I think. I don't have the table here right now, but that's insane. That's like by far the most insane item right now. And as I said, it's the most valuable item. So if you have a champ that actually needs this item, go for it. Solari Charge Plate is getting a nerf. And that's a mistake from Riot. It's not from 300. That's not a buff actually. It's from 3100 to 3200 gold, which is actually deserved. I think the item is still pretty strong. Let's continue. Yeah, they've also decided to nerf Rabadon's death cap and the items used for it. They nerfed the item used for it from 800 gold to the combining cost from 800 to 900 gold. And then they decrease the large rod. They decrease the ability profit from 65 to 60. I think that's deserved. I really think that's deserved. Actually, I don't think the large rod nerf is deserved, but I think the Rabadon's death cap nerf is deserved. Yeah, because people should not be building Rabadon as their first item. That's not how it's supposed to be. Rabadon is not supposed to be a first item. It's an item you should get when you already have AP. But yeah, including myself, I always build it first on the champions I play. I build it first on Fizz. I build it first on Katarina. I build it second on Akali after Hunting Goose. I don't know what other champions, because what other AP champions do I actually play? I don't play other AP champs. I just play the assassins actually. Yeah, Rabadon's death cap. Oh, by the way, the total value of the item is not changed. It's from 900 to 70 gold. Why? This is why I might still be building it. I actually think they should have left the large rod cost as it was, and they should have just increased the cost of death cap maybe. But yeah, ability power of death cap is gonna be decreased from 130 to 120. I think I'm still gonna be building it, to be honest. Okay, skins. What are the next skins? On 19th of August, we do get Darkstar K6 and Darkstar Varus. It's gonna be tomorrow when you see this video. Actually, yeah, especially the K6 skin looks interesting because, yeah, I think the last skin of K6, I really didn't like it. So yeah, I'm kind of interested in this one. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's it actually. If you see this video, I'm probably already streaming because I'm gonna be going to stream after this one right now. Yeah, and this moment I just say peace out. I wish you all a good one. Stay safe, and I hope you liked my video. If you liked it, leave a comment down below. Or if you didn't like it, leave a comment down below. Whatever. Have a good one. Bye bye.